Welcome back to LockerRoom Radio with me, Yanga Mazwai. I'm just gonna say, if it looks like I'm wearing the same clothes as the last one, it's because I am. They were recorded. This tape and the praise tape were recorded on the same day, so it's not like I washed enough. I'm clean still. I know it may look like. Anyway, today we are here with Hash. Hash is the founder of a record label. I forget the title.
Game Over.
Game Over. Yeah, okay. Game Over Records. And just in the tape before this one, we had one of his artists praise the kid who was on and defeated the entire thing.
I got a whole lot of stress, yeah. All I wanted was a Benz, yeah. All I wanted was a check, yeah. Get hello lady your mansion, blow up the money in Santon. Get telling when you're not sexy. I keep about the celebrity. I don't want Vivi right next to me. I don't want Mini right next to me. I don't want Mini right next to me. Hey, I don't even want a Bentley. All I wanted was an AMG.
But now it's about the man behind the camera. It's about the man behind the mic.
Yeah.
We're also joined by Jonah. Jonah. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Bro.
My bad. Jonah is our resident. He's like our resident label information, everything guy. I'm convinced he knows everything. I'm also convinced that he knows everyone because before these guys know each other. Apparently they went to school together.
Hey man,
I'm convinced that you know everyone on earth. I'm really convinced.
It's all about. It's very weird. It's a very small world for the music industry.
Yeah.
It's like very very weird. Who knew? But anyway.
But that thing can be good because then it means that we're all cozy. It's intimate and sort of trusting. The fact it is. So back to you, Hash. What inspired a record label? What made you think, why a record label?
Well, I look up to people like Didi.
Yeah.
So, okay, firstly, I wanted to be a rapper. I sucked. I wanted to be a producer. I was okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Levels.
Yeah, so my father was like, hey man, look, you love this music thing. Try artist management. I was like, okay, let me try this whole thing. And then it kind of worked out. But then I was like, nah, let me just follow like my idol's footsteps.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me get a label, see a whole vision, and yeah.
What do you think? I mean, what do you think makes what do you think makes somebody capable of running a record label? What kind of thing do you have? Because I mean, like, if you want to be a rapper, you must be able to rap. If you want to be a dancer, you must be able to dance.
Yeah.
If you want to start a record label, what is it that you need to have?
You must be able to connect the dots.
Connect the dots.
You must be able to connect the dots. I can connect the dots, man.
What kind of dots?
Just making things happen, like knowing people. Like for instance, I know Jonah. Some random guy who is not out there like an extrovert or anything. Can't run a record label because you can't get interviews like this. You can't go pitch for deals and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How long has Game Over been running?
For a year.
So it's pretty new.
But we rebranded and relaunched it this year with Praise the Kid.
Okay, so when Praise came over, then it was like a new revamp.
Yeah, he came.
That's exciting.
Re-up.
He's like my Drake.
He's your if your idol is Diddy, then he would be your B.I.G.
Yeah,
he'd be your Biggie.
And I said it to him every single day, actually.
Yeah.
Like look, we have to be like Diddy and Biggie, whatever we do. Yeah.
So okay, so that means so then my next just a follow-up question is, in terms of like managing an artist, right, and creating a relationship with an artist, how important do you think that is? Because you could be a label, you just call them and say, hey, Friday night you're performing here, Tuesday you're performing here, then you're going to this interview, and that be that. Like, how important is it to you, like, having a relationship with the person?
Look, artists, no offense, all artists out there, artists are very annoying people. Yeah. Because artists have their own ways of doing things. So if you're just a label owner and you just want to call someone up and command him to do whatever he wants to do, he'll do it at his own time. But if this person, Praise and I, we kind of like brothers.
Yeah.
We met this year, but still, it feels like I'm with him every day.
Yeah.
Every single day. I know everything he does.
Yeah.
I'm with him every single day. So it's easier for us to work together if we have a brother.
An understanding, like a relationship. Yeah. And John, what do you think about that? Because you've worked with quite a few labels.
Yeah. Artists are very demanding.
Yeah.
I think people where you got to give them the world, and if they don't get nothing less than that, then then there's problems. Which I completely understand with that. But like for me, what I really want to kind of know is, because we did speak about that there were the 2 artists that left, I think, before, right? Yeah. So now, and you said that you have rebranded, right? For instance, right? So now, what are the differences now between the old Game Over Records and the new?
Well, those guys,
the
old guys, I dropped them. I left them.
Yes.
Right? They didn't have like the work ethic I wanted.
Okay.
So I wanted such a work ethic. If I say, look, we have to go record right now. And you're chilling and not doing anything, don't tell me that you're gonna have to like roll a blunt or first call whoever, you know what I'm saying? So the whole rebranding is just the work ethic and the brand behind Game Over is celebration.
Okay.
That's the point.
Yeah,
okay.
Like we're not trying to be gangster. We're not gangster people. You know, we're not too conscious. We're just celebrating life.
That is dope. That is dope. If we can, that is hot. Like the fact, something as simple as just celebrating something, so much can come out of that, because there's so many things that you can celebrate. And like a lot of people, you don't have enough of a reason to celebrate. Like now, September being the month of beefs.
Oof.
Like beefing, everyone's beefing with everybody. Everyone's beefing out of control. Just to be able to celebrate something and have that be at the core of your shit.
And then I mean, just in generally, when a company has got a mission statement and like a brand mantra, it's that if you're like the mantra is having a celebration all the time, means that even if there are those L's, you view them totally differently, because what is the core? What's the core reason for Game Over Records? Like, we're celebrating. Let's make sure, even if there's an L, we're like, okay, how can we turn this into a W?
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole that. And also taking over the game. That's the whole name, Game Over.
Game Over.
So the game is over.
Oh, so it's very easy. It's very easy to say that. It's very easy for a lot of people to say things like that. How is it that Game Over is going to
take over?
Take over.
Bars.
But like I said, right now he has a song out. So we're just gonna drop another EP. I think we're dropping an EP soon, right? An EP, and then just flood the streets with music and just hype it up. But we're gonna take over the internet. The internet is the future.
So in terms of like social media,
social media is the future. So our whole mission is to take over social media, actually.
Okay. So now, what have been, for instance, in this industry, it's like very, very cutthroat at once, and you need to kind of know people, right? So now, what have like been the difficult points? Because trying to start out, man, is very very difficult. I mean, so now what are the kinks of the industry that you may like to share on us? Because I'm sure there's more to it than meets the eye. I may say that, for instance, that people may view from outside, record labels, but like, what do you have to deal with
internally that like we don't
within the industry?
That we don't love.
On a daily.
Trying to make things happen. Like, what are they like about the gatekeepers or?
Look, there's something that I realized about the industry, right? The industry, they're always looking. Like, if you do something well,
someone's watching.
Someone's always watching. Some people are watching, but they wanna just block you out the way. And like, they wanna stay relevant.
They don't wanna give you a props.
Some
Stop
people.
doing that.
Just give people props.
Some people are watching and they wanna actually help you out. Like what thing you did. What's his name? Rick did with Frank Casino. So what I do with on a daily basis is just trying to make sure that we are the best thing right now. Someone will see that, but I'm not really trying to like get a hand out of anyone. Actually.
On that DIY.
And that's another thing with the handouts thing, right? Like, remember, like, I think I spoke to this about someone about the thing about getting the put-ons. Like, it's very tricky when.
I wish I had a beard like Jonas. I'm so sorry. You see just now how he was playing. I was like, bro,
where's my oil?
Even the men, both of them.
Where my oil at?
Where my oil?
You know what I mean? But like generally, like, the thing about the put-ons is that if someone who is like a major, for instance, right? He like for instance, he puts me on, right? Puts me on, and I'm not ready for that put on, right? So it's like the same thing now that says that people are being put on while they don't know how to swim. They're still wearing those floatable things,
there's
right?
no artist development.
You see, artist development is like I'm sure we spoke about this before. Is like it's all good being like thing put on, but you have to be ready to be put on. You need to be like literally like, yo, I'm ready for the day. I've got all my ducks in a row, and once it happens,
once
this
opportunity drops,
once I'm there, even if you can leave me, even if you give me one put on, I'm gonna take it.
Over,
but now, if you are not ready, right? If you're not ready, if you have not learned how to swim yet, and then I take you from the shallow pool, right,
into the deep end.
Into the deep end, I leave you there. Now I'm gonna sink because I don't have the artist development, which is what is missing. Which is why now that for one advice that I would put in there, for you is that just try and put the structures for the artist development. Just empower everyone that's literally that's working within the label about how an artist can maneuver, how can he get better. Make sure that he must always achieve to be better than yesterday within the bars.
Yeah, I was telling Praise the other day that eventually he's gonna have to do this thing without me.
Exactly.
Right. I was telling him that because the way our brand is set up is that we feed off from each other.
Yeah. 100%.
Right. So I kind of need him, he needs me, whatever.
Yeah.
But I told him that eventually he's gonna have to do his own thing, and so everything I do, he's around me.
Yeah.
When I make phone calls, like set up interviews, he's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
See, that's very important, which is why for me now I found a new respect for you, because do you know how some people trap people, or it's like for instance is that how I make sure that you will always be dependent on me, is that I make sure that you don't have access to the people that I have.
Yeah, and you don't know the
that's
things
how they
that
sell
I
it.
know.
I'm selling you my blueprint, which is why that when you now say that, it's like you know that he would have to do it without you, which means that you care more about the industry than yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's the core thing. If you really honestly care about the industry, you'll know that you'll need to breed the people who are going to be in it to make it greater.
Yeah.
That's the problem that we have now. There is nobody mentoring. No mentors.
Yeah. Shouts out to Hash. Shouts out.
Yeah.
Praise mentioned one of the people that he wanted to work with was Aries. Am I correct? One of the people that you would. Yeah. How would you make that happen? Let's say just in a concise plan. From here, if the end point is to get a hold of Aries, even just to get a hold of him, what steps would you take to make that happen?
This is actually funny because everything you guys are asking me are conversations we had.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I told him that I don't want Aries to be on a song.
Okay.
Like I don't want Praise the Kid
to feature on Aries.
I want Aries
to feature
Praise the Kid.
Yeah.
So look, I know people who have access to Aries and stuff like that, but I want the industry to call us. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to be Aries, my man, how are you, buddy? Listen, can I have this verse from you? You're the hottest rapper out there now. So the whole plan that I would do is just build up his hype.
Yeah.
Until
let the hype attract.
Attract other people from the industry.
And that helps because he is your only artist now.
Yeah.
See that works out so well because now you can focus all of your energies on him, and when he's a success, then like you said, everybody else will come. People are gonna be like, yo, Game Over, we can get the name from Game Over. So I get that strategy, and like it's not a bad thing to start small. Yeah, it's never a bad thing, and it's never a bad thing to start over as well. Yeah. Because even with this podcast, we've had like a reshift, like a change in all sorts of things. Yeah. It's inevitable. Yeah. And being able to adapt is another thing that's also very important for the industry. Yeah. So, it's a tough way to ask this question.
Just ask it, man.
Yeah. Would you want to see more people starting record labels, or their own record labels? Because now, even overseas, there's this new shift towards independence, and of course, with more record labels, there's a bit more competition for you. But would you still want? If you would say, if somebody's sitting there now, listening, watching this, and thinking, maybe I should start one, what would you say to that guy?
Well, I studied at ASC.
Okay.
I did a 1-year diploma in music business, right?
Yeah.
So
music business, that's insane.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I just think people should just go get the education and then start a label.
Stay in school.
Stay in school. Like Praise said, stay in school.
We ain't playing,
You know?
bro.
Stay in school.
But then I love competition, man.
Yeah,
I love
good,
competition.
good,
If someone wants to open a label
Open it.
and they want to run up against Game Over,
It's game over.
you know what I'm saying?
It's game.
You know,
It's
just
game.
another excuse for us to work harder.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I love
So
competition.
to the guy, you would say, dude, go for it.
Go for it. Get your education. Don't just go for it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of people open record labels because, look, I have a mic, I have a studio.
Yeah.
Let me just do this and drop songs. That
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not
Get
what
the
it's labeled.
education and do your thing. Yeah.
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 There's just one also thing that was but the features thing, right?
Yeah.
I always say there's always two laws that I base the feature thing with. The first one, like, so for instance, like if I wanted to feature Aries or like anybody, for instance, I would base it on two things, like two laws. Where the first one, right, I wanna have his market, so let me try and feature so I can get access to his market and he can have access to mine.
Okay.
First law. Then now that the second law now comes to if it makes music sense.
A musical sense,
We
yeah.
are both so you can always see when things are forced. You can always see it. Like, bro, like we all know there are some features in the industry we're like, this one, it did not make sense.
Boiti and Nasty. What's that?
Yeah, I mean,
I love that song.
You love that song?
I love that
I
song.
mean, that song, I still have some issues that we're gonna discuss in the later stage with that song. I mean, but then with that, which it's very important that you guys are more compatible when it comes to the song wise, musically wise, because sometimes you can call out the bullshit
this doesn't make sense.
This doesn't click, man. It doesn't click. You just did it because if you do it right, but for the brand, right, like branding wise, okay, I did. But if you do it musically, that it makes sense. Then it's much easier for the markets to integrate because it's gonna be a hit for everyone, type of thing. Yeah, man, that's all, man, guys.
But I mean, an Aries and Praise the Kid collaborations makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I think that's something that could really come through because another thing is you both have something to contribute. And I think the thing about you saying you don't want Praise to feature on his is that Praise has his own market. He has his own value. He has his own things. He has his own sound, which is different to Aries. So to come together is it's an exchange more than a put on. Nobody's doing anyone else a favor. Yeah. But I have things that you like. You have things that I like, and so that's the kind of thing that I was.
Let's bring Cap City and Mouth Town together, bro.
I need to go to Mouth Town. I really
road
need to
trip,
visit
bro.
Mouth Town. Dude, it's gonna be a thing.
I've only been there once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't come back the same though.
Well, but clearly.
What do you think, Fraser?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, let's
go, right? See, clearly, bro, Mouth Town is bloody talent pool, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, 1 + 1 = 2. If you want a talent, go to Mouth Town.
Yo, so for anybody who is an artist or a musician, something who wants to know more, who wants a little bit of representation, where can we find you? Where can we get Game Over?
On Twitter, @GameOverRec. It's short for records. Game Over. On Instagram, @GameOver_label.
Mm-hmm.
On Facebook, Game Over Records.
Game Over Records. Yeah. And where can we find you?
On Twitter, #and #_ENT.
Oh, okay.
On Instagram is #Hancho.
#Hancho.
Yeah. Hancho, which way,
Maji. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry.
And then on Facebook, Heidi Shabe, HADISHABE.
There you have it.
Too. Government names too, bro. You gotta put them government names too.
Yeah, dog, everything just gonna come up, boy.
Alright, so there you have it. Game Over Records here on LockerRoom. Thank you, John, for joining us and for all your insights. Where can we find you, Maji? Because you also have an untitled article coming out soon.
Man, come on. You're not supposed to be saying.
Well, come on. The people gotta know.
Oh, yeah. Man, it's gonna come out soon. You guys will love it. And it's not about labels, okay? I told ya. I don't hate labels, man. I just like the structure of our industry. Yeah. So catch me, man, on Twitter at Johnny the Being. Also on Insta. Facebook, I don't have a government name, man.
Nah,
you know about these feds, bro.
It's Popo. All right, well, it's LockerRoom Radio.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching.